beli obatnya. Usahakan selalu gembira, walau sasan pun uang tak punya. Kalau mau mendengar nasihat saya, pasti Anda akan melihat hasilnya. Tahun kan lebih muda dari usia Anda semula. Apabila Anda mau awet muda, coba lakukan saya punya bicara.
Welcome to English Grammar Spot. This tutorial is about the future tenses. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to form a future tense and when to use a future tense. Take a look at these sentences. I will help you carry those bags. She's going to work tomorrow. She's flying to London next week. The bus leaves at 6 o'clock. The prices are about to go up. And by this time tomorrow he will be lying on the beach. All of these sentences are in the future tense, but as you can see there's quite some variation. The most commonly used future tenses are shall and will plus the base form of the verb, to be going to plus the base form of the verb, the present continuous, the present simple, to be about to and the base form of the verb, and the future continuous. Let's look at shall and will plus the base form of the verb. We use this form for things decided on the spot. They are not fixed agreements and they are not very likely to follow through. We need to pay extra attention to shall because we only use shall in questions with I and we. Shall I help you with that? And shall we go for a swim? We use will in all other situations. I will take the bus. You will listen to me, we will make dinner, and they will drop by. Let's look at questions with will. Again, we use the base form of the verb. Will he put up his tent? Will she celebrate her birthday? Will you park your bikes in the shed? Let's look at negations with will. We use will and add not, contracting it into won't and the base form of the verb. Now I've also included shall. Shall plus not becomes shan't and the base form of the verb. But this form is very old-fashioned, but I thought it would be fun to put it in anyway. Shan't I get sunburned? It's quite Victorian. You won't cross the road. It won't be easy. We won't make the beds. And they won't need a passport. Now let's take a look at that other form, to be plus going to plus the verb. We use this form for fixed plans made for the future. We need to know when it's going to happen, so we need to have some kind of time indication. I'm going to help my brother next week. It is going to rain tomorrow. And we are going to cook dinner tonight. They are going to mark the test in an hour. It's quite likely that these plans will follow through. Let's look at the questions. Am I going to pass my exams this afternoon? Is she going to visit her aunt soon? Are they going to run the marathon next week? And let's have a look at the negations. I'm not going to learn it by heart this evening. He isn't going to buy a new computer on Tuesday. They aren't going to watch the telly this night. Now sometimes we also use a present continuous when talking about the future. We use the present continuous for plans in the very near future, and again we need to know when they are happening. I'm working this afternoon. He's calling her in the morning. And we are driving down the street any minute now. Sometimes we also use a present simple for the future, especially for fixed schedules. The lesson starts at 8:30. The bus arrives at 10 o'clock. The train departs from platform B. Another form to talk about the future is to use to be about to plus the base form of the verb. We use this form when you are on the verge of doing something. You use this form for something that can happen at any minute from now. The lesson is about to begin. The airplane is about to take off, and they are about to open the department store. A final form is the future continuous, and this is quite a tricky one. We use the future continuous when you tell someone about your future plans, something that you will be doing at a specific time in the future. We use shall and will. We use the infinitive of the verb to be, or the base form of the verb to be. We use the base form of a regular verb and ing. For example, by this time next year, I will be working at the head office. And no, they can't help you tomorrow. They will be doing their homework. I thank you for your attention. For regular updates, please subscribe to youtube.com/EnglishGrammarSpot or go to www.englishgrammarspot.com.